What's up, YouTube? I said this is your boy CJ Gone Crazy. What? I said this is your boy CJ Gone Crazy. Today we are back with my first video, and we're gonna talk about how I get my CDLs, man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't easy, but it's a long road ahead. So first, what we're gonna talk about is how did I get my CDLs. That's what we're gonna talk about today. And make sure y'all comment the video down below in the comments. Make sure y'all what y'all want to see. Since my Instagram will be in the link in the description down below. And just make sure y'all stay tuned to another lit banger. How it happened was the fact that, you know, I was working at Harbor Freight distribution, and I was doing equipment operator, man. I just got tired. And you know, something just told me to go ahead and get my CDLS permit. I basically start with your CDLS permit. So basically, it's an app. I will have the app on the video or in the description down below. It's an app that you use. It's called CDL Prep. CDL Prep. It's a blue app. When you go on App Store on Apple or Android. It's a blue app. They got a driver wheel on it. That app is for free. When I first started looking at videos, I had try to find me an app. I asked around, and when I had asked around, you know, a lot of people told me like CDL Prep. It's a free app. It got all your endorsements. It got all your what you need to study for your CDLs. So basically, I had studied for my CDLs prep on my 30-minute break. You know, both of my 15-minute breaks when I was working at Harbor Freight. And you know, I was studying the things that you need to study is general knowledge, air brakes, and combinations. I'm gonna say this again because a lot of people got a lot of questions about what you need to study and how you need to study them. It's general knowledge, combinations, and air brakes. So you study them. I think it's like, if I'm not mistakenly, on the app it's like 50 questions. It's like questions basically you study. It tell you, like, the thing I like about this app to y'all is the fact that when you miss, like when you get the questions wrong, the answer wrong, it'll tell you the right answer and tell you why the answer is right. So just keep doing that over again and you'll get it. I do not have any endorsements, but we're gonna get into that later in the video. So basically I did my thing, you know what I'm saying? I studied from CDL Prep, I studied general knowledge, air brakes, combinations. I kept going over. And I went to my DMV and I took my test. I took my test the first time, and when I took my test the first time, I had failed. I passed general knowledge and I passed, I think air brakes, and then I failed combinations. Like, it's crazy. And I had goddamn, but I was like, nah, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Because I barely, you know what I'm saying? I could have passed that, but I didn't pass it. So I went back the next day. I went back home. So this is what I did. Y'all do not try this. When you take it, you cannot take it until 24 hours later. So if you fail, and a lot of questions, another thing about that, a lot of people like, okay, if you fail something, if you pass 2 and fail 1, and do you take the whole test over? The answer is no. No, you do not take the whole test all over again. If you pass general knowledge and pass air brakes and you fail combinations like I did, only thing you gotta do is take that one test over. And I went home, memorized it, went to DMV, and I tried to tell you, but you gotta wait 24 hours. 24 hours to count. So next thing you know, I went there and I passed my CDLs. I got my CDLs permit. So basically, just like the normal way you get your license, basically wait, you do your signature, and then they give you your CDL permit. So boom. After you get your CDL permit, the next thing you're thinking is what trucking school is I'm going to go to? Your trucking school. Because you got to find a trucking school to go to get your CDLs. Here, you can go to trucking school. You got trucking schools that do it. You got technical colleges that do it for free. You got grants where you can go to a trucking school, they'll pay your way and you don't have to pay nothing. But y'all, to me, I didn't know all that, so make sure I'm telling y'all, for y'all can have all this information. So make sure y'all search that up. Everything, make sure y'all search it up because y'all gonna need it. So basically, with my experience, basically tell y'all experience. If y'all got any questions, comments, or whatever the case might be, make sure y'all tell me what y'all want to know. Like basically the questions of CDL prep or the permit part or the license or the trucking school, everything. I'm gonna basically make another video, but I'm basically talking about how did I get my CDLs. So now I got that. Basically, I picked my trucking school. I forgot. You know, and another thing, companies do. You can go to companies like such as Swift. You can go to TMC. I was in South Carolina, so I tried to go to TMC because it's companies that you can go through them and they can train you to get your CDLs, and then you got to go through them. Like you can get it, you can pay it back through being them with it for a year. And so yeah, man. So this is how I got my CDLs. So I got my CDLs permit, and I went to. So this is how I got my permit, my CDLs. So I basically was gonna go to TMC. They declined me. Like I was so hurt. I was so hurt, bro. Like they declined me. They really declined me, and it really made me. You know, it made me feel bad because I really wanted to go to TMC flatbed. But now that I know what I know now, flatbed is not for me. But yeah, I tried to go to TMC and I kept trying. I tried TMC before I had my CS permit, declined. Got TMC after I had my CDL permit, declined. And I tried TMC after I got my CDLs, declined. And they look for them type of drivers. You gotta have probably. They also go back on your background work history as well. Make sure y'all tell the truth. To make sure y'all tell the truth to these companies, to the trucking companies too, and these travels, the trucking schools, because there is a school where make sure you go to these companies, bro. When you go to these companies or these trucking schools, bro, make sure y'all tell the truth, because if you lied, they would know. Like they would know. So make sure y'all tell the truth. They ain't looking for no perfect, they just looking for honesty. So anyway, well, basically I tried TNC, it did not work out. Once I tried TNC, it didn't work out. I had asked around, and somebody told me Roadmaster. So Roadmaster was the church school I went to. So I went to Roadmaster on a Wednesday, and on a Thursday, Thursday I had an appointment Thursday in Columbia, and I went there and I got approved and accepted, and I got everything situated, and they do pay for your hotel or your stay. They pay for your hotel, and that's it. You're required, you pay for your own breakfast, lunch, and your dinner. They don't offer you nothing. They just give you the schooling. And I went to trucking school around, when did I go? I think I went around, what, January? I think I went around January, no, December, I think. So I think it probably was around, I say around about in January. So I went in January. So basically, I went in January of 2023, after Christmas. I went in January 2023. I went to Roadmaster, and basically, man, I went through it 4 portions that they're gonna have you do. The class, I'm gonna explain 4 portions throughout the whole entire video. We'll do this time I'm talking about it. So the 4 portions, the first portion is the classroom portion. When you get there, what they're gonna do is, and let me tell y'all something, it's best to have your CDLS permit, your permit for your CS permit before you go there, because you'll be ahead of the class. In our class, it was like only 2 people, me and this other girl, that had our CDLS permit, and we didn't have to go take the test. So imagine if you at home, if you fail, you go back and take it on your own time, take the test as many times as you can, never give up. And but at the school, who want to take it at the school when you got to sit here while you taking it and you failing? It's gonna make sure, because if you don't pass get your CDLS permit in a couple days, you get kicked out of school, and you still reliable to pay that money grant back. So make sure you do that. So basically, you got classroom portion. Your classroom portion is basically when you're in the classroom. Basically, it tell you how to do your laws. It tell you how to do your. It take it over your test. Like basically, it talks to you about the federal book, and it takes you about all that, man. And it's crazy because in my classroom portion, I ain't gonna lie, I did real good. I passed every test except for the big test. It had like it had like 50 questions. And I failed. Like I was the only person I failed. I had a 69%. He told me if I would have had 1 question, I would have had 70%. But you know what I'm saying? I got on my grind, man. I didn't let that get to me. And man, my people helped me in the classroom, and I got it. I passed. You know what I'm saying? I did pass. When I passed, I had passed. When I passed, I went from a 69 to a 93. So let me tell you something, man. My head was down. Like when I was the only person that failed. And you only can do 1 makeover, which means if you fail out and you get kicked out of school, man, and I passed with flying colors. I got my head. Like, if you, they never say no, don't never let nobody tell you can't do it. Because once you feel like you can't do it, once you give up, that means you done. You know what I'm saying? So you really got to keep going. So next thing you know, I did pass. So and basically it's 4 weeks of trucking school. So your first week in the first portion is classroom portion. The second portion, once you pass that, you go into your second week, which is pre-trip. Pre-trip inspection. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. When y'all in trucking school, bro, listen, y'all, you're only there for a month. Make sure y'all paying attention. Make sure y'all grinding. Make sure y'all focus. Because in them 4 weeks, if you get left behind, you people gonna have to catch up, and that's hard catching up because you only got so many hours. I think you got like 4 weeks. So you basically you got 4 weeks worth of hours. But basically, it's every hours per week total up at the end of the week, at the end of the semester. Because basically that's what it is, at the end of the course, that you're gonna be run out of time or you did just right. So yeah. So pre-trip, man. Pre-trip to me was the hardest course. It was the part of trucking school. Pre-trip, you gotta do the end cab, you gotta do the outside of the truck, under the hood. Basically you telling what the display of the truck and inside the truck, basically by name, but not cracked, bent, or broken, like no leaks. You know, I don't remember it, but like when you go through it, you'll know it. And it was hard, man, when I got through it. So basically the second week is also with people who didn't get their CDLS permit. They did go take it, and some people came back the first time pass. And I know my roommate, he didn't have a CDLS permit, and he came and he took his first time, he passed. And you know, I know some people else that was in my class, they went and they passed 2 and they failed 1. Then they went back and got the other ones in. You know what I'm saying? 2 people out of time, because you know you feel like down, you know, when you don't do it. But yeah, so basically what we gonna do, what you do after you get your second week proportion, your second week, when you get to pre-trip, once you get from pre-trip to your next 2, you gotta test out. So basically you're gonna test out for your end cab on pre-trip. Once you test out for your end cab on pre-trip, then that's it. You know what I'm saying? You test out for your end cab on pre-trip, and then after you do your end cab portion, then you do your whole pre-trip. Basically, like I was telling you, the display of the truck, the inside of the truck, which is this. You don't have to worry about back there. You just worry about the up here part and the outside part, display of the truck, the trailer. You gotta do all that. And basically, when you test out, you do that. You gotta make a 70 or above. Now, when you test out, you go to your maneuvers, which is the pad. This is your third portion, your third part of trucking school, your maneuvers. So basically your maneuvers such as straight line backing, offset right, offset left, blindside parallel, in the 90. And that was it. But when you test out, the maneuver is very easy. Like you'll get it basically once you get to understand the trailer, and don't give up, because you got people that were there. I know the people that one dude that was there, I forgot his name. I think his name was Tony, and he was a good instructor. Tony and Jason at Columbia, South Carolina Roadmaster. There was some good instructors when it came to maneuvers, and also. But yeah, like I was saying though, make sure y'all paying attention, because y'all gotta pay attention when somebody else doing it in the class, or people might be in the class before, or people that already did everything they need to just come back and practice for the test, for the CDL test, and make sure you paying attention, because you need to know it. All right, so now the next part, but you only gotta test out. You only test out with straight line backing. You test out with offset left, I believe, and you test out with blindside parallel. So once you test out with blindside parallel, them are the 3 things that you test out on the third part of trucking school, because to the fact that they test you out on the stuff that you do for your CDL test when you go to DMV. And also after that portion, you got that part. And y'all, when I tell you, like, it was me and my roommate, we was the 2 people that left. We were 2 people that left pre-trip. We were the first 2 people that left maneuvers. And it was so, like, we tested at the same time, and we both like, boom, NA, we did that thing like that. So next, once you finish that, the 4th week is the road portion. So basically, they're gonna teach you how to make your turns. They're gonna take you on routes. They're gonna teach you a lot of stuff based on the road, the stopping portion, the turning, the whole 9. And it was easy. They're gonna teach you all that. It was easy for me. You gotta test that on well. So basically, like you do like a score that they judge you on. It's not a test out portion, but it's like a little test and make sure you know what you're doing. And then they'll grade you for that. Once you pass that, you gotta do your test. You gotta do your test part. Y'all don't get discouraged. Don't get nervous and truck school. If you fail, man, don't feel like it's the end of the world. If you don't get your CDLs, make sure you pay attention and focus. Don't give up, man, because it's not an easy industry to get in. You gotta study and be focused. Because let me tell y'all something. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Like, make sure you don't give up. So the road portion, they teach you all what you know. Then after you got, it's like a little. It's not like grading. Basically, they know. Make sure you know what you're doing before the test, and they test you out. I did pass my test portion, my road test of it, and then after that, I was just waiting until my roommate also was the first 2 people to finish the road test. I was in front of the whole class, but that don't make you better than anybody or nobody don't know nothing or whatever. Make sure y'all focus on you, because how other person might learn faster, that don't mean you might learn faster than that person. All right, so another thing, when y'all pass y'all road portion of the test, y'all will be basically sitting and waiting until y'all date. Now, in the beginning, when you start trucker school, every trucker school or technical college, or whoever you go through to get your CDLs, will give you a date in the beginning of the course. And by the time but it's not like early on. But they give you basically a date that's available to people, for people can go and test, you know what I'm saying, for you test, and you can use their truck. See, I went through Roadmaster, which is basically a trucking school, basically that's through Warner. Warner go through them, which is go through Warner because Warner own Roadmaster. But basically, yeah, man, they do give you a truck. So reminds you, I did have a date. My date was February the 6th. That was on like a Wednesday, I think. Yeah, that was like on a Wednesday. And I took my test on a Wednesday, man. And so basically how it was I had finished the scores. I had finished my completion of Roadmaster. So now I was waiting to go to the school, to the test. So I came back. Like, if you stay out for a little, if you're, like, say for example, you finish early, you finish everything early. If you go home, you go home. It was I stayed to the hotel. But let's say example, if your CDL test date is 2 weeks before you, if 2 weeks after you, a week or more after you finish the completion of trucking school, you come back and you can like re-up, you know what I'm saying? And you can do like a little, basically refresh your memory. But mine was probably like a couple of days. I probably had like 3-4 days. Like 3-4 days waiting to go to my thing, so I was scared I still remember it. I just used YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all use YouTube. It really help you with backing. It takes you like through trucking school. Like it's not gonna help you with the classroom portion. It's gonna help you with preaching. It's gonna help you with your road test, and it's gonna help you with your maneuvers. A lot of these maneuvers, especially like these parallels, these blindside parallel and side side, and like I couldn't really in the outfits. I had to look at a YouTube video, and we was in a group. Another thing that I suggest to y'all, when y'all go through trucking school, make sure y'all get y'all like a group chat, get everybody numbers, because y'all helping each other. 9 times out of 10, y'all won't probably talk to each other, because I only probably talk to like one person. I talked to like 1, 2, 3, maybe 3-4 people that was in my class, and we check up on each other, like how you doing, what the whoop. Basically y'all ain't there to be friends, and you can gain friends in the trucking industry. I did, and y'all can really be close, and y'all can really be helping each other out through y'all career or whatever y'all want to make this. Also, yeah, so back to what I was telling you. So I went to, so basically I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I had to be there for like 7:30, I think. I think before 7. Basically, I was in an international truck. They take with Roadmaster trailer on the back. I was in the International, and I went. So basically, the 2 locations they had for my location, which is Columbia, South Carolina, in Roadmaster, they had Shot Road, and they had Augusta. They had Augusta, Georgia. So mine was Augusta, Georgia. So I had to be there like around by 6, I think 7:30. I'm not mistaken. I might be saying it wrong, but it was 7. Dress for the weather. It was cold because it was just after December. It was, matter of fact, my date was in February, so it was cold. So I dressed for the weather, and now I dressed the clothes that I know that I was gonna be comfortable in. Make sure you wear some comfortable clothes. Make sure you eat you some breakfast. I did eat me some breakfast. And I went there, and make sure you're focused. Don't have nothing else on your mind. You should the night before you should be studying, or the night you don't have to study. I studied the day before. I didn't study the night before. I let that. You don't want to study too much, because then you got a lot of stuff planned up in your mind. I went there. I went to the school, trucking school, to Roadmaster, back to Roadmaster. Drove the truck. You do drive the truck there. I drove from Columbia, South Carolina, over there by Shot Road, where Roadmaster at, to Augusta, Georgia, to DMV. And I got through pre-trip. I was nervous because I did miss some, but I still passed. I passed pre-trip. That's your first part of your CDLS exam. Your second part of your CDLS exam is maneuvers, and I passed maneuvers as well. Your third part of your CDLS exam is your road test. I passed as well, and that's it. But trust me, if you fail any one of them things, you cannot proceed. So if I pass pre-trip, for example, if I pass pre-trip and I pass maneuvers, but I fail my road test, you cannot get up to this. They gotta set you up a later date, and then it's gonna be a later date that they can squeeze you in. School gotta squeeze you in, but unfortunately I didn't. I got it on my first time. For those of you who did get on your first try, second, third, fourth try, keep going. Don't give up. You get up to 5 tries to do it. And once you get up to 5 tries to do it with the truck school, you can't do it because they won't let you use the truck. So you get up to 5 times with the truck school. But I know some truck school might be least, some truck school might be more. My truck school, you only can do it up to 5 times, and they can't do. You do have to pay. Y'all don't know why I thought this, but I thought they said they do pay for you getting your CDLs, but they don't. They don't. I got my CDLs. It was I think it was I forgot how much it was. I think it was like 20, 30. I think it was 20, 30. How much it was? It was $40, I think. I think it was like $40 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was $40. I was $40 to get your CDLs. I might be telling y'all the wrong price, but I think it was $40. So $40 I got my CDLs. And my instructor drove back to Roadmaster, and when he drove back to Roadmaster, the school, basically I went in there and I basically made sure my law was right. You do law, they're gonna give you a law book through the beginning of trucking school to the end of trucking school. Make sure that's right, because they're gonna go back through and check it. If it's not, you're gonna have to go and stay in that room with the person that's over the Roadmaster, and he gonna sign you out, and then he gonna complete you, do your course completion. You do get a certificate. Y'all, mine is at the house. You do get a certificate of completion of Roadmaster of how many hours. It shows you, and he give you a book, and he shows you like your grades through the school and stuff like that. I had some high grades through school. I ain't gonna count with pre-trip, classroom portions, the whole 9. So it's like you really gotta put whatever you put in. Always remember this, y'all. Whatever you put in is what you're gonna get out. So if you put in 100%, you're gonna get out 100%. I'm telling y'all, if y'all put in 10, 20%, you're gonna get out 10, 20%. So make sure y'all put in some 80 above 80+%, because then that's what you get. Bump that. Y'all need to put in 110%, because this stuff is not easy, and this stuff is very hard. So you gotta stay focused. But yeah, like I was saying, I did get my CDLs. I came back to the Roadmaster, and he signed me out, and that was it. I left Roadmaster and I left Columbia. I went back home. They do give you companies that you can pick from. I got to school. Their first company through Roadmaster is Warner. You gotta have no tickets. You can't have tickets to come to Warner, and you can't have no tickets like as in no tickets like for in your car. You can't have no tickets in your car. And in order to Warner, they do got tickets. They do got companies that accept second chances like Covenant and other companies. I'm not gonna get all detailed. You don't feel bad. They gonna set you up with a company. Even if you don't get a company you know what I'm saying, before you leave, you're gonna get a company after. So basically, I got my CDLs, I got completed the course, I went back home. And I had to go home and I had to brain search some stuff about the companies and trying to see the best one I want to. The stuff, some that I went to, that I wanted to go to, I couldn't go to, but don't give up because there's companies out there will take you and stuff like that. And yeah, y'all, that's basically how I got my CDLs. It was crazy. That was a long experience. Basically through you getting your study on CDL prep, you going to DFV getting your CS permit, and then you going to picking your trucking school, going through the 4 portions of trucking school, which is your classroom portion, pre-trip maneuvers, and your road test and your road exam. That was basically, it wasn't easy. I ain't gonna lie. It was times that I had to my head was down, but my class kept my head up, and you know, you got people in your support system. I know one of my biggest support system through truck school is my mom. My mother was my biggest support. You know, and my grandmother. I called them when I needed, when I couldn't do it, or when I feel like I was about to give up and stuff like that. And I called my homeboy, my bro, and he kept me up. Even I called my homeboy that was already in the trucking. You know, that was already in trucking. He had to go. Everybody got to go through this process before you get to where I'm at right now. But that's gonna be another video. Y'all don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all share this video, and make sure y'all comment down below. In the comment down below, make sure y'all comment on what y'all want to talk about next. I do got another video that I'm coming with. I'm thinking about doing about the company I chose and talking more about my company that I'm with now. That's gonna be a second video. And yeah, just let me know what y'all want to know. Let me know what y'all want me to talk about with y'all, and I will talk about it, about anything. Comment some ideas, man, and make sure y'all stay tuned. This is gonna be a journey. I am gonna start doing YouTube videos on my trucking company, my trucking journey, because like right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my year experience OTR, and then I'm going and doing local accounts. But that's gonna be another video. Y'all, I thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to this boy channel. This is your boy CJ going crazy, and I am out.